One of my mainstay devices as a business owner, artist, and author is my very trusty iPad Pro, which I've had for more than 4 years now. It by default combines form and function and really helps me get things done. As much as I love my analog tools, my journals, my planners, my notebooks, having digital counterparts and devices really helps set the tone and also help hand in hand get things done for me and get the creative juices flowing. Which is why in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 5 apps I use on my iPad Pro for productivity and creativity. So the first app is Notion. It's probably one of my favorite apps on my iPad because Notion is actually a place where I put all my work projects, I communicate with my team, and I triple check everything from start to finish. It's my home base for work tasks, projects, team management, and social media. So I use Notion on my iPad primarily to check whether things have been posted, what needs to be worked on for this week. So it's kind of like my digital planner in counterpart with the weekly vertical planner that I use for analog planning, and it's really helped me, get things done in general. I also super like Notion's interface because it's fully customizable, so I built up my full Notion setup, I think, over the last holiday break, like in 2020, and it's really significantly helped me with my productivity. Next, we have Shortform, which is the best way that you can learn all these ideas you've always wanted to know. Personally, I've read a lot of self-help, creativity, business, and productivity books in the past, and one way that I try to remember and refresh my memory is actually through Shortform. I've read books like Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert, one of my favorites, as well as Deep Work by Cal Newport, which has really helped me reframe how I view every single workday and getting deep work done. So it's really important for me to have an app like Shortform to help me recheck everything that I've learned, because it can be relatively hard to browse through every book that I've read and pinpoint. I don't know if I dog-eared every single book that I've read, so I don't really know. But having Shortform really helps me, dive deep into these core ideas and also retain them in my memory better. What I also love about Shortform is, apart from they have this one-pager where it really provides a full overview of what the book is about, with core ideas, there are also chapter breakdowns as well as insightful analysis and exercises that you can take after reading the summary, because that really helps you, test your memory and also apply these learnings into your work, your life, your business, or whatnot. And one thing that I also try to do these days is really set aside time for research. I feel like when I work, it's always work, but with Shortform, I've really been able to sit down and do my research and really get into these ideas, and so that I can use them in future videos or future ideas or future projects. So currently I am reading Building a Story Brand by Donald Miller. It is a marketing book because I actually took up an advertising course in college, so I've always found marketing interesting, and so I am brushing myself up with the knowledge and learning more on how I can tell better stories. For emails, I use this app called 𝚘𝚘𝚍𝚘, and I really love it because 𝚘𝚘 really helped me reframe how I view my inbox, or in that case, in 𝚘𝚘's case, it's inbox, which is an important box. And what I like about this app is that I always check it also on my iPad because it's just like a laptop where you can just view things in a larger scale. The main messages are actually separated from newsletters, which are placed on the feed. So anytime I want to get inspiration or read or catch up on newsletters, I go straight to the feed. If I need to compute my expenses, I just go to Paper Trail. So I categorize every single one of them. The best part is I can also screen in and screen out potential emails, so I don't have to see them. So it's kind of like an out of sight, out of mind situation for me. And one thing that I recently discovered is you can actually label your email. So for example, if I have a correspondence about my book, I label everything as book from this specific person. That way it's easier for me to tag and triple check all the correspondence and threads that we are part of. Plus, all the files are all in one area. So generally, it's so satisfying because I don't have to keep scrambling to look for a certain file from a certain email. So the next app that I wanted to share with you is called GoodNotes. I'm pretty sure you are familiar with GoodNotes. There are so many videos here on YouTube about GoodNotes, like writing, digital note-taking, especially for students. Personally, for me, I haven't really explored GoodNotes, so that is my goal for this 2022. So far, I have been using it a lot though for workbooks. So I've taken classes like Master YouTube, Reset, and there are workbook PDFs that are included there that have exercise worksheets. Then I import them on GoodNotes and start to write from there. So it's kind of my way also to practice my digital note-taking because I'm not really a digital note-taker per se. One thing I also am trying to do is import the idea of digital journaling because I do have a lot of photos and a lot of graphics and collage elements, and so I want to be able to do that and put it in a digital format. So I recently got a monthly calendar PDF, and so I started to work on my monthly view digital journal. So GoodNotes is really great because it has its own notebooks. You can make your own notebooks. You can customize them to your liking. There's so many configurations, from dotted to line to monthly view, weekly view, and whatnot. And there's so many resources online on where to get different templates. So make sure to check it out. Now, last but not least, we have Procreate. Procreate is the reason I decided to get an iPad 4 years ago. I clearly remember it because I was in New York and we were testing out like the iPads during that time. And when I saw Procreate and I tried Procreate for the first time, I was smitten. So I think it's safe to say that it has really improved a lot of my creative skills because I have not been able to dabble into digital art quite a bit. I've always been an analog girl. I've always kept that within me. It like was a box. But when I started using Procreate, it really has helped me creatively, not only with stuff like making GIFs. I also use it to make digital downloads for Patreon, for additional graphics. I do the shop posters and all other graphics that you see on my different platforms. So having Procreate on hand is really efficient for that. I also clearly remember when we would travel, the only thing I need is Procreate and I'm done. You know, I can just draw on the plane or travel by bus and have my iPad on hand because I used to carry really big sketchbooks when I first traveled, you know, newbie props, and that's not really efficient. So having an iPad and using my Apple Pencil to draw has really helped me creatively and also productively because one thing that I really love about the Procreate app is you can export it to any file because it's a layered file. And so when I need to work on my computer and I need a PSD file, a TIFF file for printing, then I can just transfer it there with that same file type. So then everything is generally seamless. Thank you so much for watching this video and I hope you find it useful. I want you to try Shortform for free. So to get 5 days of unlimited access and 20% off your annual subscription, make sure to head to shortform.com/Abbey, that's ABBEY, to get your free trial and also try out all the amazing features that Shortform has to offer. If you want to get more productive and creative, make sure to check out my 5-part mini series called Productively Creative, where I show you how I get things done, my analog and digital productivity system, as well as ways on how you can be more productive and creative. I thought it would be nice to share it with you, especially that the new year has just arrived. And I also hope you have an amazing 2022 ahead. I'll see you on the next video and take care always. Bye!